Alright, Block 6. If you lot remember Block 6, not NR, I'm talking about going back to the original when Block 6 started. Catford, Lewisham, I think it was just A6, or I think it might have been more. I remember A6 was the main member. If you actually like this video, I could get more into detail if you guys want me to get into detail. I'm doing this more for the original drill supporters and anyone new that's kind of watching that wants to know either how I started, certain situations, there's times I nearly died, there's video shoots that went completely wrong, there's situations, there's a million different situations I could talk about. Obviously there's only a handful that I can talk about. There's a reason why, and a lot I can't, but comment on what type of topics you want me to cover. Marketing geniuses or real life devil worshippers. Obviously originally, I think it came into the whole devil worshipping more when Lucii came around, but if you look back, when you got Block 6, A6, a lot of his videos got deleted, I remember. So obviously, as you lot know, Block 6 started in Catford Lewisham, and then it developed. It first started, I think it was just A6, Rats, Ghostface, but I'm not sure if Ghostface was called Ghostface back then. A6 did say some mad lyrics, I can't lie. He had mad titles. He's got a song called I Am God, 600 Degrees. Oh, was this the one where he talks about, I think he did a thing where he starts talking about chefing up his mum. Anyway, the first video I did for A6, I believe it was called, the first one was I Am God Part 2. So I've got, do you know what it is? I've got some videos unlisted that I'll play, but A6 was always known for crazy, mad bars. And he did do the devil worship, he didn't really do the devil worshipping lyrics like that, but he did say some outrageous bars that I'm going to try to find. But he always knew that it was going to cause controversy. He always knew that if he was just going to come out as a normal artist, it's not going to be as easy to get noticed. Especially, wasn't when drill was popping as well. When A6 was dropping music, I was like the original Block 6. When he was dropping music, drill wasn't at the forefront of everything. Some people were getting a million views, but not everyone was getting a million views. So obviously when he was dropping, I get it, he had to kind of stand out and do something different. So hence why I kind of get it. But see as well, these old school drill videos that will never be allowed to come back. Like even this one, look, he's saying he's in Grove Park, he's on the op block. They're doing the whole Zone 2 phone thing. We won't get any of these videos. I'm going to do a separate video actually on the downfall of drill and why it happened, I think. He had a short run. He didn't have a long run. People did know him, but he wasn't that mad famous. Block 6 wasn't what Block 6 in its prime, unfortunately missed A6. Obviously, he went to prison, innit? He went to jail. I was actually there the day he got arrested. I think he got about 12 years. There was a show in, I believe, somewhere up north. I forgot where it was. Might have been Beaconsfield. And unfortunately there was an argument, something happened. Next thing you know, things were flying out of pouches and it got messy. That night actually got messy, I can't lie. That was a very messy day. And he just came out of jail, I think. A6 just came out of jail as well. I don't know if it was the London riots or because it was something to do with a police officer or something like that. But anyway, he went to prison, came out, he already had a little name. He started doing music, started doing the whole mad devilish thing. And then I think he wore a mask, if I'm correct, for the first one. By the way, big up to all the people that re-upload the videos that got taken down. Unfortunately, over like 700 videos got taken down when it was the peak of drill. But yeah, see, you got Ghostface, who's got the mask, the half mask, but he had the original idea. I don't know why he decided to take it off or to not continue with it. But anyway, he went to prison. Block 6 was just quiet. And I think I got a phone call from A6 when he was in jail, saying that he's got this new group. And this is where I think the kind of whole thing started about the whole devil worshipping and sacrificing. Obviously, he started it. He was the original. You had Lucii. He called me. Actually, no, the first video wasn't even Lucii. I think it was Ghostface and YA. They dropped a bang, the El Bloco. This was actually very cold. I actually like this song. Everyone kind of knew that, it was just drill. Block 6 was always drill music. It's just, obviously they're used to it because of the type of lyrics A6 was saying. But then when they dropped this, I remember I was thinking, who's YA? But I think I changed it to YA. I think it was originally Young A6. So A6 called me. Yeah, you get me. He took on the mask. There you go. Ghostface took on the mask. But A6 called me from jail, and he was basically saying, like, look, I've got a new kind of... At the time, he referenced them as Young G's. I've got a new batch of Young G's that are trying to do music. Can you help them out? So I was like, sure, no problem. I mean, it's been like 4 years. Block 6 has been quiet in terms of music. Ain't dropped nothing. It's good to, he's trying to continue the momentum. But I don't think he knew it was going to take off how it would have taken off, because back then, it was difficult to get 100k views. It wasn't easy. You don't just get 100k like that. It was very difficult. And look, even this one, alright, it's been 5 years, but it's nearly on a mil. But then the follow-ups came. Then you had YA and Lucii dropping music. And then this is where the whole devil worshipping marketing came in. You already see Lucii with the mask. Soulless Mine is on 4.2 million views. Step and Quef, 2.1 million views. Again, Dunkin' Donuts, 2.2. Their plugged in was on a lot. YA, a million views. Again, Lucii's 1.6 million views 4 years ago, nearly touching a mil. The millions started coming in. But already, there was a little formula. Why did it suddenly just go, boom, blow up? Lucii's mask. That's the first thing. When you see I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm saying when you first look at the thumbnail and you look here, the first thing that your eye sees and gets drawn to is the mask. When you're doing videos, SEOs, if you know what that means, search engine optimization, or even if you're just trying to present something, why marketing and presentation is always important is because a thumbnail can be the difference between someone clicking your video and not. Choosing the perfect thumbnail for a video is always important, very important. Some people just think, just choose anything, just put this, put that. But the thumbnail is more or less the reason why maybe more than half of people might discover your video. Because if they see something interesting, for example, we always see thumbnails, bunch of youths, ballied up. We became, at first, everyone was like, wow, why is there like 30 people in balaclavas on a thumbnail? But we got used to that, didn't we? Over time, when more drill videos kept dropping, the same kind of drill songs, videos, and it got a bit boring, we got used to it. Now, you're seeing the same setup, but this time, someone's wearing a mad, crazy, devilish mask. It stands out. So, I believe even the people, before they even got to listen to the song, they was interested just because of the fact that he had a mask. And that's why even, I think, A6 brought in the whole mask thing. Do you see, A6 first started talking about sacrifices, wearing a mask, went ghost, and it was like Lucii reincarnated. I know it sounds mad, his idea and his marketing reincarnated into Lucii, because Lucii, out of all the artists, you got YA, you got Tiz, you got obviously Ghostface, and then there was some other more that came around, like M6, I think there was, who else? Melly, but they didn't really drop as much. Oh, and then you got Juka as well. So back to my point about the presentation. So now once they looked at the video, they was already interested. Then they heard the song. YA's coming with normal lyrics. He might be a bit graphic with it, but he's more talking about violence and putting a little bit graphic into it. Then you had Tiz, which was more the flow. He was more calm. He kept it. I don't think Tiz ever said an out-of-pocket lyric. But then you had Lucii. Lucii, I'll try to find a compilation of Lucy's most outrageous lyrics so you lot could understand. I'll put YA's, I'll put Tiz's, and I'll put Lucii so you could understand the shock factor people got.
Splash, inject that curse blade in your liver and make this stop.
The devil's the reason I'm so tapped, cause I wash my soul with goats and belt.
Because I think he even had a solo song that hit like 7 million views. I need to find it, don't know what happened to it. Yeah, Ritz, 15 million views. Ritz got 15 million views, and that was just off the fact that it went viral on TikTok for what he was saying. The mask, what he was rapping about, just shows you how that converted into like a core audience. A lot of people might have not liked his music, might have not agreed with what he was saying, but it still created a big fan base for him. It still created 15 million views, 2 million views, 4 million views, 5 million views. I think their plugged in was on like 20 million views. So you could see the build up. Was they actually devil worshippers? Now, you would think obviously Lucii would be the most, with what he's saying, the most tapped, but he wasn't. I can't lie, Lucii, Tiz and YA was probably the humble, the most grateful, because I did a lot of videos with them. We went through stages where I was with them like every day, was doing different projects. We had falling outs, we became friends, fell out again, became friends, had some funny moments. There was even a time, where I think we fell out and then we was cool again, and then we went to go shoot a video. And we went to an abandoned building, and then I thought we were shooting in an abandoned building. I came up with the location, and I think these lot thought I was setting them up. But the way they was moving, I thought they were setting me up. So I think like when both cars got to the location, everyone was just sitting there thinking, it's like kind of what Clue is like, what's going on? Like, what's happening now? But after we just laughed, we spoke, laughed it off, got inside, started filming. Cause I can't lie, I think it was for YA Powers, the abandoned building looks so, imagine it's evening, yeah? It's where we shot Rule of Six, actually. So imagine this was the type of setting. It doesn't really, directed by Lucii, I think I put that. See, there were so many videos that I shot that I put other people's name on, and I still don't understand why I did that. But you got, so imagine this was the setting that we were shooting. So you could already imagine, it was just all a bit weird. This is where we actually filmed the Rule of Six. And this is where I started questioning certain things. So Lucii, normal, not devil worshipper. Very imaginative mind, very talented with his lyrics. I give it to him. YA, same. Tiz, same. The only thing I had to question, was at a video shoot was Ghostface. Ghost, I think you know what I'm talking about. When we were shooting Rule of Six, and we bought a goat's head, loads of little Halloween decorations. I would play the video. I'll try to find the video in HD, but it's not here for some reason. So I didn't buy any fake red liquid or ketchup or anything to give the whole goat's head or anything a bit of realism. When you actually deep what we was doing, it was actually a bit messed up. It was close to doing some mad rituals, because we had the bowls, we had the goat's head, we had certain spices. Obviously, I have not dig deep into, we could have been practicing judge and we don't even know it. But obviously, hopefully we didn't, accidentally. And I remember saying, I didn't bring any liquid. And I remember Ghost, I think he cut himself and used that blood to kind of add to the scene. When I deep it now, I don't know, it could have been he's trying to be creative and realised that there's no shop nearby. But at that moment, I thought this guy's tapped. I thought this guy's not okay in the head. I had to re-evaluate what I was doing there. I was thinking, how deep have I gotten into the drill scene for me to be doing this at video shoots? And the worst thing is we're doing it late night in an abandoned building with no one around. Yeah, safe. But then obviously, Ghostface 600, NR, Lucii parted ways. And then when they parted ways, I feel like Lucii continued doing the whole sticking with the formula, but I feel like he should have evolved in a way. but it's hard because there's not much room. It's such a new, what's the word? It's such a new lane or genre. I get why it's got 15 million views. It looks confusing. That's what I'm saying. The marketing behind it, you have to give Block 6 their props. We had so many groups. Look, we had. I could start in South. We had 410, Harlem, 6-7. You could go down to East. You got the 7th. You got CGE. You've got Young Diz's set, ACG. You could go North. You got Tottenham. You got MPK. You got OFB. You could go deeper to Hackney as well. You've got all those areas that got groups that rap. In West, you got a lot of groups. So obviously you have to stand out as a group. A lot of people didn't agree with this, and they did get a lot of hate, but it was a great marketing move, because if they unified and stayed together and managed to keep things flowing, I generally believe slowly things could have kind of merged, in terms of they would have found a way to really monetize off it, not just through music. He could have done merch, he could have done certain shows, or even if he changed the whole genre of music. I don't know, someone said, even going back, that A6 sacrificed the cat in Catford. I don't know, that could be complete nonsense, or that could be true. But I remember there was a rumor saying that, A6 did sacrifice the cat or something, but that could just all be hearsay and nonsense. But if anyone knows what I'm talking about, I think that was a big rumor in South, especially in Lewisham. But yeah, marketing geniuses, you gotta give it to them. Forget the hate, forget what this and that. You might not like them, but it worked. Everything that they did worked, and that's what it is. You gotta remember, music is a form of art. It's a form of entertainment. I feel like people get too caught up into thinking, it needs to be real, it needs to be genuine, it needs to be thing. A lot of big superstars don't even write their own songs. These lot don't have to be some Satanists and real life devil worshippers, but they just use that as a selling point to their music. Individually, they're all cool guys. I mean, I got along with A6, YA, and Lucii the most. Ghostface, I've always had ups and downs with him, but he was cool. But we've always had ups and downs. Tiz, I didn't really speak to him. He's more quiet. He's more like closed off. And the others, I think I just met them once or twice, maybe a few times. I'll think of, I don't even remember any like proper stories, or even if there's a point making videos or talking about certain video shoots and situations with certain artists. I don't know. My aim to do these videos obviously is I'm trying to be different to everyone else in terms of what type of content I'm gonna provide you guys. I'm not really trying to. I want to talk about my own experiences, my own video shoots, my own opinions in terms of the music scene. So I don't know if it's worth it, me sitting there every day talking for 30, 40 minutes, 20 minutes, editing it up. Is this information you guys actually want? Is it something that you guys want to know? Because I'll be interested to see in the comments